Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's another episode of Sports Picks with Big Zay. I'm going to go ahead and give you my MLB slate, my rundown for Saturday, August 20th, 2022. And, looking over yesterday, it was a way better day than that, than 2 days ago. A couple games still didn't go in our favor like I would want them to, but to see a lot more wins on the board, it does boost my confidence up a little bit. I really like today's slate. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I really like today's slate, y'all. First game, we got the Blue Jays at the Yankees. We got Mitch White going up against Garrett Cole. And, even though the Yankees been struggling, the last two games Garrett Cole has been pitching, he's done pitched lights out for the Yankees, and he done put the Yankees in winning spots both times. We just see this Yankees offense just in a slump lately. They can't get anything done. But going up against Mitch White, I think we might see a change here. I'm gonna take Yankees on a money line. He's still new with this Blue Jays team. I don't think he's one of the better Blue Jays pitchers. I think he's one of the worst pitchers that they have. But Garrett Cole is the best pitcher by far on the Yankees pitching roster. And the Yankees just been in a slump lately, but something's telling me the Yankees offense is gonna perform today. And I've been having that feeling in my gut all day. So I'm gonna go with my gut feeling, man. I'm gonna take Yankees on the money line. Next game, we got the Mets at the Phillies. We got Trevor Williams going up against Zach Wheeler. And in this spot, I think Zach Wheeler is the way better pitcher on the mound. Trevor Williams has had success against his Phillies lineup, and the Mets did get the win last time he went up against his Phillies team. But going up against Phillies at home, where Mets really shut them out yesterday, and we had that Mets for the upset win yesterday. We had that. I called that upset. I'm gonna take the Phillies on a +1.5 in the spot. I think the Phillies keep it closer. The Mets win. I think the Mets just win by 1. I'm going to take the Phillies +1.5. Next game, we got the Angels at the Tigers. We got Reed Detmers going up against Tyler Alexander. And, yesterday we had the Tigers on a +1.5, and that cashed. I was hoping the Tigers could hit on the money line on the plus money, but I gave y'all the +1.5 to be safe. And the Tigers did not hit on the plus money. The Angels won 1-0. And you ain't gonna put too many left-handed pitchers up against this Tigers offense and just keep shutting them out. Even Red Detmers is one of the better left-handed pitchers in the league. He ain't the best, but he's one of the better ones. I would say he's just a little above mediocre. I think Tyler Alexander is good enough to limit this Angels team as well. In the last 30 days, OPS-wise, the Angels are hitting lefties a little better than what they have been doing. So for this one, I'm going to stay with the Tigers +1.5 again. They cashed yesterday. I think Tigers can keep it close today. I'm going to take Tigers +1.5. Next game, we got the Brewers at the Cubs. And we had the Brewers yesterday, and, man, the Brewers had it. Their offense was rolling. Their pitching staff just couldn't get nothing. Even though the last 30 days on OPS-wise, the Cubs have not been hitting lefties. They was hitting lefties at a top 10 rate at the beginning of the season. We starting to see them come alive against left-handed pitching. But in this game, we got Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers and Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Cubs. And I think with Marcus Stroman on the mound for the Cubs, a lot of people's going to just jump on the Cubs and jump ship, saying that the Brewers gave up an awful loss yesterday. But I'm going to take the Brewers at -120. We get a hell of a price at -120. And even with Marcus Stroman pitching, I just still think the Brewers is the better team with the better bullpen and the better lineup. Give me the Brewers on the money line. And that's going to be my best bet and my best line for that game. Next game, we got the Red Sox at the Orioles. We got Michael Wacha going up against Kyle Bradish. And even though the Orioles blew out the Red Sox 15-10, I had the over in that game. In that game, the over cashed, and very early in that game, that was a blowout win. But I'm going to take the Red Sox on the money line here. I think Michael Wacha is the far better pitcher. Kyle Bradish has been pitching okay as of late. But I think Michael Wacha is the far better pitcher. I'm going to take the Red Sox in the first 5 innings. And that's going to be my pick in that game. Next game, we got the Royals at the Tampa Bay Rays. We got Chris Bubic going up against Drew Rasmussen. And yesterday I had the under 7 and the under 7 cashed with Shane McClanahan on the mound. And we looking at Drew Rasmussen, who really doesn't give that many earned runs. To see his last start against the Yankees, he really surprised me, boy. Drew Rasmussen pitched lights out against this Yankees lineup, who's a way better lineup than the Royals. And the Tampa Bay Rays hasn't had too much success against left-hand pitching. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under 8 in this game. They got the over and under at 7. I'm going to do an alternate run line and do over 8. I think that's the best line and the best pick for that game. Next game, we got the White Sox at the Guardians. We got Johnny Cueto going up against Shane Bieber. And yesterday, we had the Guardians on a money line. And even though the White Sox started out strong, the Guardians still prevailed. And I'm going to take the Guardians on a money line here. I really don't like to back Shane Bieber, but considering the White Sox, they're just so off and on lately. I'm going to take a shot with the Guardians at home, who hit right-handed pitching a little bit better than the White Sox do. I'm going to take the Guardians on the money line. Next game, we got the Reds at the Pirates. We got Justin Dunn going up against Tyler Bede, and we had the Reds yesterday, and it was just a really devastating loss for real. The Reds really had that game in the bag. They let the Pirates put up 2 big earned runs in the 9th inning. And with Justin Dunn on the mound, we see this Pirates team as slight favorites in this game with Tyler Bede. And, even though Justin Dunn got a nice ERA, he's only pitched a couple games, and he pitched against some of the best lineups in his 2 games. And I really like the way he pitched against the Mets, and the Reds lost 5-1 in that game. If his first start to come against the Mets, he only gave up a few earned runs in that game. The Pirates lineup is nothing like the Mets. We see the Reds as underdogs. I'm going to take the Reds plus 1.5. I think that's the best line, the best bet for this game. If Pirates win, I think they do just win by 1 point. And considering the Reds kind of gave that game away, I expect them to bounce back strong and just have a little chip on their shoulder today. I'm going to take the Reds plus 1.5. Next game, we got the Rangers at the Twins. We got Glenn Otto and Chris Archer in this game. And, yesterday we had the over in that game, and that did not cash. The Twins ended up winning on the money line. I'm going to take the Twins on the money line here. I think Chris Archer is the far better pitcher than Glenn Otto. I think Glenn Otto's in trouble, going up against the Twins lineup. That, in my opinion, just the Twins lineup is just way better than the Rangers lineup. I don't see the Rangers competing offensively in this game. I'm going to take the Twins on the money line, and that's going to be my best line and my best pick for that game. Next game, we got the Astros against the Braves. We got Christian Javier going up against Spencer Strider. And in this one, I'm going to take the Braves on the money line. I think Spencer Strider's just been pitching lights out lately. His recent home outing against the Mets, we had the Braves on that game whenever he came out and pitched really good. He might be young, but boy, he just got, you look at his stats and how many Ks he's got for the innings he's played. He hasn't gave up that many home runs, Nothing really has been an issue in his game. We've seen a couple times where on the road, he has struggled a little bit, but at home he's just a different type of pitcher. I'm gonna take the Braves on the money line, and that's gonna be my best bet in that game. Next game, we got the Mets at the Phillies on the doubleheader. This is game 2. We got David Peterson going up against Bailey Falter. And, the last 30 days, OPS-wise, the Mets have hit left-handed pitching a little bit better than what they have, There was a time a month or 2 ago where the Mets was not hitting left-hand pitching far as good as what they are hitting now. And the Phillies are just crushing lefties. With 2 left-hand pitchers on the mound, I think they got this total a little low. I'm going to go over 8. I think that's the best pick in this game, over 8. I think we see a lot of runs in this game. I'm going to take the over 8. Next game, we got the Mariners at the Athletics. We got Logan Gilbert going up against James Caprielin. And yesterday we had the Athletics plus 1.5, and Athletics kept it close for quite a few, but the Mariners did eventually get to that Athletics team. The Athletics bullpen is just not that good. And I'm going to take the Mariners on the money line. With Logan Gilbert on the mound, their ace on the mound, I don't see the Athletics doing too much offensively. I'm going to take the Mariners on the money line. Next game, we got the Giants at the Rockies. We got Alex Cobb going against Ryan Feltner. And yesterday we had the Giants, and the Giants did not cash for us, but we're gonna go ahead and say the Giants are gonna bounce back again today. I'm gonna take the Giants on the money line again today. Ryan Feltner is just not a guy I want to back up. He got a high ERA, and even though the yesterday game was it went under. It went under the 12. I think the over and under was 12 or 11.5, 12. If I'm not mistaken, it was under. And we got the over and under still at 11. They think that there's going to be a lot of runs scored in this game. You know, I feel like the Giants might be able to bounce back going up against a right-hander like Feltner. I'm going to take the Giants on the money line. Next game, we got the Cardinals at the Diamondbacks. We got Dakota Hudson going up against Madden Bumgarner. And in this one, you know, the thing about it is Cardinals is the #1 team. OPS in the last 30 days, they're the #1 team against left-handed pitching. You know, and so, you know, but Madison Bumgarner, he's a left-handed pitcher that even if you do hit left hand going up against him, he does not give up that many runs. You know, we see this total really high at 9. I think the best bet, the best line, I'm going to do an alternate run line. I'm going to do under 10. I'm going to go under 10. You know, even I think the Cardinals win this game, but I think it's like a 6-3 type of game. You know, maybe like a 5-2, 5-3 type of game. I'm going to take the under 10. I'm going to alternate run line and do the under 10. Next game, we got the Nationals at the Padres. We got Josiah Gray going up against Joe Musgrove. And, you know, the Padres just been letting us down. Back-to-back losses to the Nationals. You know, you just gotta ride with the Padres here, saying that they're not going to get swept. That with Joe Musgrove on the ground, a way better pitcher than Josiah Gray, that they can get some offense done. Their offense just not been cutting it lately going up against this Nationals team. You know, and there's just one line I seen on FanDuel, Padres and over 7 at plus 150. You know, I think that's a really good line, especially on the plus money. You know, Josiah Gray, you know, he got a lot of strikeouts, you know, but there's been times where the home run ball has been an issue, the hits have been an issue, and they're going up against this Padres team that, you know, even you've seen against the Marlins shut out the Padres the first 2 games, but there was that third game, the Padres came alive and they put up 13 runs. At any time, this Padres team can just come alive. I'm going to take the Padres on over 7 at plus 150. And I think that's the best line, the best bet for this game. Next game, we got the Marlins at the Dodgers. We got Braxton Garrett going up against Dustin May. And, you know, Dustin May's only pitched in a few games, but in a few games he's pitched, man, that boy's been pitching phenomenal. You really look at the teams, and the Dodgers have lost a few of them games, but he just pitched phenomenal in them games. And a couple of them games, the Dodgers offense simply just did not step up for him, did not get him the win where the win was due at. You know, when the Dodgers do hit left-hand pitching better than the Marlins, and the Marlins got a couple people out that lineup, you know, the Dodgers been scoring low runs lately. I think this is a game that the Dodgers can get to the Marlins early. I'm going to take the Dodgers on the money line, and that's going to be my best bet in that game. And YouTube, this has been Sports Picks with Big Zay. I really appreciate y'all, man. My channel is really going crazy, man. You see I'm almost at 300 subscribers. I got a couple videos with over 800 views. You know, I'm trying to get my first 1,000 views. Man, I appreciate y'all, man, for real. And y'all already know, in the gambling world, we a family. You know, we're a family in the gambling world. I want everybody to come up together, man. God bless everybody. Drop a like if y'all could, man. Please share this video. Give me a subscribe. Y'all know we bouncing back hard. We gonna hit them with that Muhammad Ali punch. I'm coming like Mike Tyson today. You know, I got a couple parlays. I'm gonna put 3-4 parlays in today. You know, I'm trying to hit some money myself, y'all. You know, this is really my picks that I'm gonna take. I'm gonna look over the whole slate and figure out the best games that I personally like as well. You know, and y'all do your own research, y'all do your own studying. You know, two minds that think alike. You know, put that down. You know, put the ones that you're most confident in. You know, and you know, make sure you do studying on your own, and always know your bankroll, and always try to focus on profit. You know, do some straight bets, do some 2-teamers, some 3-teamers. Don't always go for the gusto. You know, because in this gambling world, you know, slow and steady wins the race. You know, and hey, I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. All my subscribers, I love y'all, man. We're gonna hit the books hard today, baby. This has been Big Zay, Sports Picks with Big Zay. I'm out, YouTube. Y'all take care.